What's going on, everybody? It's the Bulls Show, aka Aidan, and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be discussing the fourth game of our Chicago Bulls Summer League season, our 2-game win streak in relation to the Summer League as well, and the Bulls extend their winning streak to 3-1 overall. At the end of the day, it's been an incredible Summer League in my opinion for the Chicago Bulls. I think this is probably one of the better ones we've seen over recent years, so we've got to give full credit to this Bulls team, this young Bulls team. A lot of them do have some sort of element on the roster for the Chicago Bulls, and they're getting better every single game. But before we get started, please like and subscribe to the Bulls Show, turn notifications on, and let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Chicago Bulls game today. Who was your player of the game, and your overall thoughts and opinions on how the Chicago Bulls played. We won the game 89-73. Again, it's one of those games where it's very similar to the Raptors game. We kind of had the game on our terms. We dictated the way that we played. We forced the Charlotte Hornets to play a way they didn't want to play throughout the whole course of the game. And again, I see a lot of it's very similar between the Raptors and the Hornets in terms of this game. Obviously, we saw some familiar faces, some people that I know a lot of Bulls fans like, in LiAngelo Ball and Mark Williams, two players right there that I feel like a lot of Bulls fans take a lot of interest in, or just NBA fans in general take a lot of interest in. But the Bulls fans mainly in terms of Mark Williams, and again, a lot of familiar faces there that we saw, and we still managed to dictate the game. We still managed to control the game. We still managed to have a balanced effort from guys that are on the Chicago Bulls main team and are not on the Chicago Bulls team whatsoever. Everybody is combining and having a fair game. It's a balanced game, and it's how we're winning these games. Again, you see a couple of standouts in this game for sure, but I don't feel like you can say that anybody is not pulling their weight on this team. And a full team effort is what's getting us these wins. What got us the win against the Raptors, what got us a win against the Hornets today, and obviously what got us the win against Dallas as well. And of course, the New York Knicks game, we'll just leave it there. But yeah, I'm really happy with the performance. I feel like this Summer League has been a very good one for the Chicago Bulls. I've enjoyed my time watching these games, watching these young players get to work, watching our young players improve, and of course watching our young players having some of the best games that they've had in the Summer League today. It's an incredible time in my opinion, and I am loving this moment. And the fact that we are 3-1 also, I believe, gives us a chance to enter that Summer League playoffs. Now look, championship in the Summer League or not, again, I don't personally feel the wins or losses mean a lot, but the fact that you see guys like Dalen Terry at the end of the game saying he wants to be in the Summer League until the last day. We want to keep winning. We're winners. Stuff like that. That's what I really do like. The confidence, the balance, the belief, and of course the performances of this Chicago Bulls team. And speaking of those performances, we saw a lot of them today as well. Again, Jones, who had a very good game in the last game against the Toronto Raptors, had a fairly decent game in this one with 7 points and 6 rebounds alongside of 2 steals as well. He actually had 6 assists, not 6 rebounds, my apologies. And yeah, he had 4 rebounds. It was a very good game from him. Marco, back on the scoring sheet, ladies and gentlemen, back out there with an incredible game. 17 points and 13 rebounds alongside of 4 assists. A beautiful behind the back pass as well. And you got to remember who he did this against. It was Mark Williams, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Marco having a great performance like this and Mark Williams kind of struggling doesn't necessarily dictate how their careers are going to go. It doesn't mean Marco is a better player. It doesn't really mean much in the whole grand scheme of things. The NBA will really decide which player is going to get, I guess, the better accolades, the better performances and stuff like that. We know Marco right now is fighting for a spot on this Bulls bench. I think most people will know that Mark Williams will probably be on the Charlotte Hornets team playing a lot of minutes for them. So it doesn't, I guess, mean much in the grand scheme of things, but if you're looking at this performance now, Marco had a very strong game against an NBA player, a player that's going to be in the league and play minutes. So you got to give full respect to Marco, and I hope that instills a lot of confidence in him. A lot of guys, again, from the last 2 games have kind of been, I guess, changing their mind on Marco, and he's definitely providing mixed opinions there. I think this was a good game to kind of, I guess, end the Summer League in many ways. And I know there's still games to go, but this was the 4 games that we actually had, that we knew about, that was scheduled, that was planned. And Marco really ended that 4-game stretch really nicely. So fair play to Marco on another great game, and hopefully we can find that balance and consistency with him going forward. Malcolm Hill with 11 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, and I thought he was really good. I believe he also had 3 blocks. He was outstanding on the rim protection side of things. Again, you saw a lot of our young, I guess, smaller guys blocking centers out here. I think that was really, really good to see. Malcolm Hill is a player that did that, and he did very well at that. Justin Lewis, again, Mr. Consistent, had a 6.6 rebound performance with 2 blocks as well. These are the type of stats we've been seeing from Justin Lewis at the whole summer league. So you got to give amazing credit to him on how he's been able to be consistent at the whole summer league. Dalen Terry had the best by far as well. The best game in terms of his summer league experience. 20 points, 5 rebounds. He only had 1 assist, so that's obviously room for improvement there, but wasn't the primary ball handler compared to the first 2 games in the summer league. Played more as a wing player and a role player, and he did very well in these last 2 games with the Raptors and the Hornets. His turnovers were still higher than his assists, but again, I think he had low turnovers in this game as well. 2 from 2 from the 3-point line. That was good to see. Obviously, we know Dalen Terry is not the best shooter out there, but again, he seems to be, he made the shots today, and that's what counts. But a lot of his shots, a lot of his game came from transition, came from attacking the paint, and that was really amazing to see as well. I think he's by far had his best game. And I'm looking forward to what he can do on this Bulls team. I really do think there's a spot for him on this bench, and I really do think if he's able to play defense at the NBA level, he's going to get spots on this team, because we really do need versatile defenders, and he brings that in a nutshell. Then you got guys like Maker off of the bench with 11 points and 2 rebounds. I'll tell you what, if the Chicago Bulls end up giving this guy a training camp deal or giving this guy a 2-way contract, I absolutely won't be mad at it. I see some potential in Maker, and I think he's showing in the last 2 games that the guy can score. He literally scored 10 points in 1 quarter, and he didn't really get that many minutes, but he's producing in the minutes that he gets. I would not be surprised if the Bulls decide to pursue Maker in terms of a 2-way contract or a training camp deal, and I hope that at the end of the day, he still delivers in those avenues. He's having a lot of great games, especially the last 2. And maybe there is a spot for him on the Chicago Bulls team. We'll wait and see. He also came away with a steal. But again, balanced performances, ladies and gentlemen. Not really too many people not pulling their weight in terms of this game as well. And I really felt like we dictated this game, and that wasn't good to see. We won this game defensively. As good as our offense was, and a couple of guys really had strong offensive games, we won this game defensively. We actually saw double teams on pick and rolls. I haven't seen that in a long time for any Bulls team, really. So that was amazing to see. Marco and Dalen Terry or Jones or whoever it was just double teaming the guard or whoever was the ball handler in the pick and roll situations. I've not seen that in a long time, and that was great to see as well. So yeah, I'm really happy with this performance. My player of the game, I will give it to Marco. At the end of the day, a 17 and 13 rebound performance alongside a 4 assists. Very, very, very much well-rounded. Dalen Terry deserves a shout-out. Obviously, Malcolm Hill as well deserves a shout-out. I feel like a lot of these players deserve shout-outs. And let's see what happens in the future. We will have at least 1 more game to play in relation to the Summer League, and get excited for that. I'm looking forward to it, and we'll wait to see what the outcomes will be. Can the Bulls win the Summer League championship? Only time will tell. I'm guessing if the Knicks are going to be there, they're probably going to win it just by what I saw, but they ended up losing a game today. Every game's different, and if the Bulls players believe, then I'll be more than happy to stick by their side and support them, and hopefully we can do something special in this Summer League. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you in another Chicago Bulls video, ladies and gentlemen. Have a wonderful and safe day. Hopefully you've enjoyed the Summer League, and hopefully you continue to enjoy it when we play again. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned for more. Take care.